6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Aisha Nayab. First, the headlines. Pakistan has welcomed Arab Islamic Extraordinary Summit declaration urging the United Nations Security Council to enforce its resolutions against Israel. President says result of upcoming general elections will lead to environment ensuring stability and prosperity of country. Government reduces Hajj expenses by 100,000 rupees under new Hajj policy. Security forces have killed 4 terrorists in exchange of fire in Badabair area of Peshawar. At least 9 Palestinians were martyred in a series of Israeli airstrikes in Gaza Strip today. And in the second semi-final of ICC Cricket World Cup at Kolkata, South Africa has set the target of 213 runs for Australia. And now the news in detail. Pakistan welcomes the joint declaration of the Joint Arab Islamic Extraordinary Summit held in Saudi Arabia that urged the United Nations Security Council to ensure UN resolutions against Israel. At her weekly media briefing in Islamabad today, Foreign Office spokesperson Mumtaz Zahra Baloch said Pakistan also welcomed summit demand for ceasing export of weapons to the occupying force and its call for International Criminal Court's investigation into Israeli crimes. She said that Pakistan condemns repeated Israeli attacks on the premises and personnel of United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestinian Refugees and other humanitarian agencies, including the headquarters of Qatari Committee for the Reconstruction of Gaza. The spokesperson said Pakistan also condemns Israel's war on hospitals in Gaza as hospital after hospital is being targeted by the occupation forces in complete disregard of international law. She said Israel must also be held accountable for deliberately targeting mosques, churches, and schools sheltering civilians. Prime Minister's Special Representative Hafiz Tahir Mahmood Ashrafi says Pakistan will continue all possible relief assistance to the oppressed people of Gaza. Addressing a news conference in Islamabad this afternoon, he said 2 aircrafts carrying relief assistance had already been dispatched. Hafiz Tahir Mahmood Ashrafi, who is also the chairman Pakistan Ulama Council, stressed the need for immediate ceasefire in the war imposed by Israel on Palestinians. He said supply of weapons to Israel should immediately be halted and an investigation into the war crimes committed by Israel should be initiated. President Dr. Arif Alvi says the result of general elections will lead to an environment ensuring stability and prosperity of the country. In an interview with Voice of America, he said that the provision of level playing field to all political parties was the mutual responsibility of the government and the Election Commission of Pakistan. He said that government had already given assurance in this regard and the nation had full trust over government's commitment. On the Palestine issue, the president said Pakistan had been supporting the Palestinians and effectively raised the issue at all international forums. He reiterated that the resolution of the Palestine issue lied only in a 2-state solution. Hajj package for each pilgrim has been reduced by 100,000 rupees under new Hajj policy. Sharing salient features of the new Hajj policy at a news conference in Islamabad today, Minister for Religious Affairs Aneek Ahmed said the Hajj cost under the government scheme has been reduced to 1,075,000 rupees for the next Hajj from 1,175,000 of this year's Hajj. He said the Hajj quota for Pakistan is 179,210, which will be distributed equally between the government and the private Hajj schemes. He said that negotiations are continuing with the airlines to get reduced airfare for the Hajj operation. Aneek Ahmed said Hajj 2024 would be digitalized, wherein pilgrims will get a mobile application that could be used without internet. Aneek Ahmed said that the Hajj applications would be received from the 27th of this month and this process will continue till 12th of next month. The Minister for Religious Affairs said that apart from Islamabad Airport, Karachi has also been included in Road to Makkah project. Repatriation of illegal foreign nationals, including Afghans, to their homeland is continuing. thousands of Afghan nationals are returning to Afghanistan via Torkham and Chaman borders on daily basis. Apart from other measures for the dignified return of Afghans to their country, transit camps equipped with all facilities have been established in various districts for their temporary accommodation. According to data, more than 228,000 Afghans have been repatriated to Afghanistan so far. This is Radio Pakistan. 4 terrorists, including a high-value target, have been killed in an intelligence-based operation in Badabair area of Peshawar district. According to ISPR, weapons, ammunition and explosives were also recovered from the 2 terrorists who remained actively involved in numerous terrorist activities, including extortion and target killings in the area. In another operation conducted in Kolachi area of Dera Ismail Khan district, after exchange of fire with terrorist Lance Naik Muhammad Ijaz Khan, having fought gallantly, embraced Shahadat. Sanitization of the surrounding areas is being carried out to neutralize any other terrorists in the area. When International Day of Tolerance is being observed across the world, Muslims of India and occupied Jammu and Kashmir are witnessing growing intolerance at the hands of Hindutva-led Modi government of India when International Day is being observed across the world. A report released by Kashmir Media Service in connection with the day today said Indian government is using violence, intimidation, terror and harassment against Muslims in India and occupied Jammu and Kashmir as a state policy. The report said that hate crimes against Muslims and other minorities have increased manifold, particularly after 2014 when Modi came into power in India. At least 9 Palestinians were martyred and dozens others injured in a series of Israeli airstrikes on various areas in Gaza Strip today. Israeli warplanes bombed a petrol station in central Gaza and a mosque in Khan Yunis. The occupation forces also stormed Al-Shafa hospital again in Gaza today and detained people sheltering in the medical complex and interrogated doctors, patients and displaced people. The Israeli military, backed by bulldozers, stormed the complex, razing its entrance and destroying all vehicles in the courtyard. The Organization of Islamic Cooperation says that the genocide perpetrated by the Israeli forces against Palestinian civilians in the Gaza Strip constituted a war crime under international humanitarian law. A statement issued by the OIC headquarters in Jeddah today said that it renewed its call on all international actors to assume their responsibility towards an immediate and complete halt to the Israeli aggression. The statement also urged the international community to ensure the opening of humanitarian corridors for the safe and sustainable delivery of humanitarian aid to the Palestinian people in the Gaza Strip. United States President Joe Biden has said occupying Gaza is a big mistake and only 2-state solution can resolve the Israel-Palestinian conflict. Talking to media in San Francisco, Biden said the war would not end until a 2-state solution is reached. Israeli opposition leader Yair Lapid has called on Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to step down immediately without waiting until the end of the war against Hamas group. In an interview with Israeli news channel, he said Tel Aviv needs change and Benjamin Netanyahu had lost trust of people. International Day of Tolerance was observed today. The aim of the day was to educate people about need for tolerance in society and to help them understand the negative effects of intolerance. In the second semi-final of ICC Cricket World Cup at Kolkata, South Africa has set the victory target of 213 runs for Australia. Playing first, South Africa were all out at 212 runs in allotted 50 overs. And finally, the weather report. Mainly dry weather is expected in most parts of the country, while partly cloudy in upper and central parts during the next 12 hours. Fog and smog is likely to develop in plain areas of Punjab and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and also watch live video streaming on the link, facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.